Last year, I bought a bunch of broken Game Boy games that all looked like they had gone through a house fire, and I attempted to fix all of them. It's still one of my favorite videos that I've ever made, so this year I thought I'd try fixing 100 Game Boy games. How many of these will I be able to save? Is this one even fixable? Let's go find out. We actually have 110 games, but 100 sounds way better for the title. And since we have a lot to do, I'm gonna break this video up into sections with some cool title cards. We definitely have some good games in here, but not all of them are gonna be this good. If you don't know, this is Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, and this will be the first game we go over. Slide this bad boy in there, turn it on, and it magically works. Not all of them are gonna be this amazing. I fully expect to not be able to fix all of these. If you watch my previous video, I only fixed 19 of like 70, but those were in way worse condition than these are. To start, all I'm gonna do is just test every single one of them. There'll be a not working pile and a working pile. This means that the game cannot be read. This is some sort of error code. I don't know if anybody knows the differences between them. I will go as far as to do that a couple times, because sometimes that's all you need to clean the pins off. Wario Land 2, ladies and gentlemen. There might be some rare games in here. They might just be a bunch of crap. I also can't read Japanese, so I might see a rare game and not even know it. I'm also not that well versed in what's rare and what's not. Let me know if there's any rare ones in the comments down below. And so far we're 2 for 2. You might be thinking, okay, are these all just gonna work? Well, some of these are totally readable and work fine, but some of these might just need a new battery, and that's it. And don't worry, we will clean all these pins properly later on. 3 for 3. Now we can actually open these up. This looks like a lot more than it actually is. Oh my gosh. Off the rip, I just see this weird guy. Got this at the Big and Tall store. Okay, well, it doesn't think that there's anything in there. We're getting somewhere. We have our first fallen soldier. He will be cleaned later, but we finally have one that couldn't make it through the first round. All right, I'm gonna burst through this, and when I come across cool versions of things, then I'll stop and show you. Okay, so I know that some of these Tetris copies are rare, but it all depends on the music in this game and whether or not it works. It's not the rare one, but it works. So fun fact about gold and silver, if you didn't know, gold and silver have a navy front and a gray back, or the opposite, unless every kid in Japan decided let's swap the back halves on them. We're down to our last 36 here, and this one in particular has had my eye the entire time. You can see the corrosion through the casing. I can already tell you this thing ain't gonna work, but I know people wanna know. Shocker. Look at the back of that thing. Holy crap. I'm still gonna try and save it, but that'll be towards the end of the video. This gaggle of games is a lot nicer than the last time, but man is it easier when you can just see that a game is too far gone. If you ever decide to do this for some reason, I highly recommend just cleaning them all before testing. It'll probably go a lot faster. We have 38 games that don't work, and the rest of them at least go to the start screen. Now it's time to take them all apart and clean them all. Yay! We're gonna start with the ones that didn't work. Then I'm gonna take each of these motherboards, shoot some IPA on them, and hopefully clean everything up. I highly recommend doing this to any cartridge that is not booting, because 99% of the time the pins are just dirty. I could just do that and move on, but I think it's important to clean all of the pins with the fiberglass pen. This has been the most effective way for me to clean any contacts like this, whether it be the buttons on my Game Boy or cart pins. This is a good example of what the fiberglass pen can do. You can see some marks down on these pins. With the fiberglass pen, we should be able to take care of that. Not perfect, but a lot better. First one, saved. I'll go ahead and link these fiberglass pens down below. They're very cheap and very, very useful. Once I confirm that they're clean and working, I'm going to put them in a pile of battery or no battery. Because at the end of this video, I'm gonna swap all of the saved batteries. All of them. But I thought it'd be fun to try and take a look at what's in here. Oh no, that is disgusting. I kind of want to see what happens if I put it in CLR. I'd be amazed if this works, but we'll save that for the end of the video. Now that all of these games are cleaned up and 100% working, we still have like 80 of these that need batteries. I bought a lot of batteries. A lot of batteries. This is gonna be a very boring section. We're just gonna replace a bunch of batteries. Like I said earlier, there are 80 of these games that need new batteries, so I'm not gonna do them all on camera. That would be a very long and boring time lapse, but I promise they all have new batteries now. A lot of these cartridges are fairly yellowed, whether it's from smoking or sun damage. Some of these have seen better days. I made a stack of what I think are the worst ones, and I'm gonna retrobrite them. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna do it to all of them. At least, not right now. It takes a lot of time. I'll just show you how to do one to start. You'll need some sort of container and some hydrogen peroxide. I'm using 12%, but honestly, you can use 3% for most jobs. Take your game apart and put your 2 shell halves into the peroxide-filled container. I should also mention that you need some UV lights to shine on your plastic. I have it all wrapped in foil to reflect the UV at every angle. Then after a few hours or even days, it'll come out looking brand new. I left the sticker on to see if it would ruin it, but surprisingly it's still good. Otherwise, I'd have to remove every sticker every time I did this, and I really don't want to. Your mileage may vary. I don't know how many of these I'm going to do it to, but I'm definitely not going to record them all for this video. It's time. Oh yeah, I forgot I tried to clean it up. We can't hurt it much more, can we? This is just a science experiment. There's like a 0.1% chance that this works, but here goes absolutely nothing. That's kind of anticlimactic. I don't have any more CLR, but I do have one of these. And here goes nothing. I definitely spilled. This is exactly what I was wanting. There's no way this works, right? Like, it's gonna get rid of the majority of the corrosion, but I just don't see this working. This looks sick. It's like an art piece. Whoa. Chances this works is slim to none. We have to try it for the video. I'm shocked. How could this be? I'm shook to my very core that this did not work. I saved 109 of 110 Game Boy games. Can I just get a round of applause for that? Thank you. What am I gonna do with all these games? Well, I'm gonna keep the ones that I don't have in my collection, and the rest of them I'll be giving away. In fact, some of you have already received them. Just like last time, I'm gonna be dropping them into all of my DMG, Pocket, and GBC orders until I'm out. It'll be random, so don't ask for anything or you'll get nothing. Also, fair warning, these are Japanese games, so they're all in Japanese. They'll work in any Game Boy, but you can't change the language. That's why these are bonuses. If you're new here, I mod Game Boys live every week on this channel and sell them on my website, retroremastered.com. So subscribe if that's something that interests you. Let me know if you like this style of video in the comments down below. Also, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.